I heard there was this podcast, yo, about something funny like wrestling and so. And you really care about wrestling, don't you? There are drop kicks and leases all over the board, and then something called the Wrestling Hold. It's a super duper fun podcast about wrestling. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. That wrestling show. Well, Fro and Bill and maybe a guest or two is here to hold your hand and guide you through a podcast about wrestling. We have a lot of extreme fun, and that's without the gun, because I needed something to rhyme fun with. That wrestling show, that wrestling show, that wrestling show, that wrestling show. Well, sit your behinds gently down and listen to our podcast sound and try to guess this week's pro question. You win a lot of cool things and also help Bill with his bills. That's a super duper fun competition. That wrestling show. 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 That wrestling show.
Hey guys, it's another week here of That Wrestling Show, and it's the week after Thanksgiving. How about... I survived mine. How did you do in Norway on Thursday?
I definitely survived Thanksgiving because I didn't have any
Exactly.
Thanksgiving.
Yours was easier.
Black Friday on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh.
I stay away from that. I've never gone out.
Never do it.
Yeah. I stay away from that.
All Black Friday sales were on the internet anyway.
Yeah. I bought some Ring of Honor. I bought some Ring of Honor DVDs. So.
I will tell you what I bought on sale. Absolutely fucking nothing.
The only thing I spent was for Ring of Honor DVDs. So they had a pretty good sale. It was really? Like 30. I think it was like 35% off DVDs, or 30%, and then because I'm a ringside member, I got an extra 20% off. So I got DVDs for 50. Yeah, off? Yeah, I got them at a good price. So
yeah, that's not bad. What did you buy?
Oh, how many?
Yeah.
I think I bought about 7 or 8 DVDs.
Ooh,
Because
nice.
they're going to be for Review of Honor when I get back into it. And for those who have not heard it in a long time, I will get back to it. Trust me, I will. So I'm still in year 1, so it's going to be a while. Now, I want to be honest with everybody here, because at the end of last week's show, I had said that I was going to do a review this week. This past week, I've been very, very busy. So there's bad news for this, and that is there is no review. However, Fro, we have suitable topics to take its place this week.
Ooh, suitable topics.
Yes, suitable replacements would be, if you will. Because I'm not doing the reviews this week, I'll do it next week. We're going to discuss the 2017 Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame. They announced their class yesterday. And Fro is going to play the PWI Female 50 version of Do I Know That Wrestler?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
So
that list just came out.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm actually surprised that no one is talking about it on Facebook. Because, when the 500 comes out, it's a big deal. Everyone's like, oh, okay, we got to discuss it. Who's in the top 10? Who's in this? Who's in that? And,
I still think it's kind of funny that I didn't know who number 1 was.
Yeah, I'm still a little surprised about that. But we got to get into the news like we always do. So the news. So let's start off with Starrcade, and from the reception that I got or I had read, it went over very, very well.
Yeah, I read something online that it was some of the best they have ever done. And I was like, fuck you for not showing us.
Exactly. But no, I mean, they put some videos out on YouTube.
Yeah, but still, I wanted to watch the whole show.
Oh, I did too. I think a lot of people did. I think everybody did.
A little disappointed. Okay.
None of the titles changed hands, for those who were curious. We had...
No, they wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't. Dustin Rhodes, it was Dustin Rhodes instead of Goldust at Starrcade, so that was really cool. Mm-hmm. And he came out to his old WCW theme, which I love.
Ooh, cool.
Oh God, I love that track. I'm not gonna get myself worked up on that one. So, but it was a big success. I think they should do it again next year.
Yeah, it seems like maybe they will even make more out of it. Maybe since it was a smashing success.
Yeah, and next year
a smashing
success. And make sure next year it's on the flippin' network so we can see it. Yeah. So, over the holiday break, because last week, and this was something, I don't remember if we talked about this or not, but we did talk about Roman Reigns becoming the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
What we didn't talk about, and this was something that I did not think about in all honesty, he was the newest member of the WWE Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Which
he has had all of them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which, for those who don't know what it is the WWE Championship, or the World Heavyweight Championship, the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title, or the European title, the Hardcore title, is in the discussion, and the tag team titles. So, WWE, their website, they did an article last week on the people that are in the Grand Slam.
It's not that many, is it?
Well, Well,
More
actually,
than we think, maybe.
I think I heard it's in total 18.
18.
I think.
Oh.
However, there is one person who was not happy that he got left off the list.
Oh no, who did I forget?
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, JBL. Oh,
And it
poor
is,
guy.
well, JBL left a couple of tweets about this over the
Yeah.
weekend.
I can't believe he did.
I'll read them to you. The first one was at 9:07 a.m. on November 25th, stating, "Hey WWE, you sure this list is complete? Might should check your facts. Leave a wrestling god off the list."
Poor guy.
And then 5 minutes later, he writes, "I win U.S. title, Intercontinental title, tag titles, and WWE title, Grand Slam champion. And WWE puts out a list and omits me? Come on, man!" Well, there's another person that they did not put on there, and it's for obvious reasons, and that's Mr. Benoit.
Yeah. He will never be on a list like that.
Well, I mean, he is in that club, but
he is in that club.
He
but,
is.
They will never ever
Right.
say it because he killed his own fucking family.
Right. And then what was funny was Booker T on the commentary Monday night, and I did hear this. He was like, "I'm part of the club too," which he is.
Yeah, he is.
So if I heard the number right, the real number is 18.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure if it's a big thing. Is it a big thing? It is, maybe.
I don't think it is, because there's so many people that have done it.
18 seems a little much.
Like, okay, I'll be honest, bro. When I was a kid, and this was early mid 90s, and somebody was a Triple Crown champion, that was a big deal. Being WWF title, Intercontinental title, tag title. And like before the 90s began, I think only one person had done that. And then by the end of the decade, I think like 4 more joined that list. So it should be important, but because of, I guess it's a combination of how many people are on there and how quick they're doing it. I don't think it's as important as it should be.
No, I mean, yeah, I think there also like there are more exclusive lists to be on than that one.
Right.
People who beat the Undertaker.
That's an exclusive list. That's a big list. And I'll give you a sports equivalent. The Triple Crown in horse racing.
Yes.
There's only been 12 horses who have ever won the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
So it's rare, but this, unfortunately, is not.
Oh, and I don't think they are building it as a big thing, are they?
No, they're not.
Not really.
No.
They didn't really talk about it that much on Monday Night Raw.
No, they didn't.
But then again, they are pushing Roman Reigns.
Well, he had a good match Monday night.
Oh yeah.
Elias is
underrated.
Oh, I hope he is a champion in 2018.
Yeah.
Elias. I really hope he
They just need to cut that fucking gimmick out. I said it again, and I will say it till I'm blue in my fucking face. Just stop singing. It's a stupid gimmick. It's not that I hate. I don't hate his. Like, that's one of my problems with that singing gimmick. It's like, I'm not sick of him.
Right.
I'm sick of the gimmick.
That's
So
understandable.
I'm not hating him. I'm not hating him in all means.
No, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Do you have any trivia for this week?
I do TNA trivia against
All right.
sports. And we have Bound for Glory 2009.
Okay.
Yes. I don't really know if I remember that much from that Bound for Glory, but I'm sure I watched it.
Oh, this should be good.
Yes. Let's begin with the dark match. Pre-show, I mean.
Okay.
I don't know why I always say dark match when I think pre-show. I think it's like got in my brain somehow. But it was a tag team match, and it was the Motor City Machine Gun against Lethal
Lethal Consequences?
Lethal Consequences. There you can see.
Oh, wow.
Good. Yeah.
That was
like a good tag team match, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say Lethal Consequences?
No. Motor City Machine Gun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Where is Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin now?
They are in Ring of Honor, and they are the current World Tag Champions there.
Yeah, that's right. Then we have an Ultimate X match for the TNA X Division Champion, and it's some people. Sorry. It's Chris Sabian, Daniels, Homicide, Suicide, and Amazing Red.
Oh God.
Alex Shelley, Chris Sabian, Daniels, Homicide, Suicide, and Amazing Red.
Wow. I'm gonna say Daniels?
No, Amazing Red.
Wow.
Yeah, with Don West with his side.
Oh God, Don West is his manager. I forgot he was a manager.
Yeah, in TNA.
Yeah, I did. Honestly, I forgot.
And this was actually the longest. No, it wasn't. I almost lied and said it was the longest match of the night. But it's the second longest match with 15 minutes and 17 seconds.
Okay.
And then we have a tag team match for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Do you remember when that was a thing? I surely do. And it's full people against Sarita and Taylor Wilde.
Okay. Those titles did not. They were around for a couple of years, weren't they?
Oh yeah, the TNA
women's tag
team was. It's not that long time ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the Beautiful People.
No, it was Sarita and Taylor
Seriously? Wilde. Oh my gosh, I'm doing bad this week.
Yeah. Then we have a three-way dance, and I hope really that you're going to explain to me what a three-way dance is.
Okay.
For the TNA Legends Championship. I have never ever heard about that championship.
Is that that what you want me to explain, or?
No, you can explain what a three-way dance is.
Okay. It's basically a triple threat match. It's just another way of saying it.
And it's Aaron Young against Kevin Nash and Hernandez.
Who was the first one?
Eric Young, Kevin Nash, and Hernandez.
Oh, God. I'm gonna say... Oh, my God.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, I'll go Kevin Nash.
He was the champion, but he lost it.
Eric Young didn't.
Eric Young.
Damn it! And I was gonna say Eric Young too. Kevin Nash.
But then we have the longest match, and it's a full Metal Mayhem match.
Okay.
For the TNA World and IWGP Tag Team World Championship.
Okay.
And it is the British invention and Team 3D against the Main Machine Event Mafia and Bear Money.
I'm going to say the Team 3D won.
Yeah, with the British invention.
Yeah. All right, I actually got one right.
Not bad. That match was 17 minutes and 13 seconds. That was when Booker T was in TNA.
Oh yeah, Booker T.
And Scott Steiner. Jesus. But then you have a. Why do they use the word three-way dance? So fucking irritating. Three-way dance for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship, and it's Awesome Kong with Rashia Seed and Tara and ODB.
Oh, that has to be Awesome Kong.
No, it was ODB.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you believe that she had the knockout championship?
I actually do believe that.
She can't wrestle.
Oh.
Yes, I said it. ODB can't wrestle. I will say it again. ODB can't wrestle.
Remember, the opinions.
A lot of ODB matches, and I didn't think she can wrestle.
The opinions of Fro are not necessarily those of that wrestling show.
You like ODB's wrestling? Well, she can do one move.
She's not bad.
Then we have a submission match, and it's Samoa Joe against Bobby Lashley.
Okay. Then this is 09. Oh, gosh. Who would they have pushed at that time? I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Samoa Joe.
No, it was Bobby Lashley.
What? Are you kidding me?
You're doing shit this week.
This is the worst I've ever done.
Yeah, I think this is the worst you have done.
And folks, I want to be completely honest with you. When I do these things with Fro, I am doing this off the top of my head. I do not have the results in front of me. I'm doing this from memory.
I never tell Bill what we're doing.
No, he never does. Honest to God. I never ask him, so, you got a trivia this week?
Yeah. Then we have and I can't wait for you to explain to me what this match is. A Monsters Ball match.
Okay.
With Dr. Stevie as special guest referee.
Okay.
And it was Abyss against Mick Foley.
Oh my god, come on!
Yeah.
Okay, Monsters Ball is just another way of saying a hardcore match.
A hardcore match. Okay.
Oh dear God. I'm gonna say Mick Foley.
No!
Damn it! I was gonna say Abyss too!
This is almost funny now. How wrong can Bill be?
Pretty wrong, folks. Pretty wrong.
Yeah. Then we have a singles match, and it's Matt Morgan against Kurt Angle.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of all things that are good in this world, tell me Kurt Angle won that match.
He did.
Thank you. Phew. All right. I got myself back.
Then we have a singles match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and it's AJ Styles against Sting.
Ooh, okay.
This was actually a good match. I remember this match.
Now, this is a little bit tricky, because for a while, Sting would always win the main event of Bound for Glory.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember when it ends. I'm gonna... Now, if I miss this, I will be fine with missing this one. I'm gonna say AJ Styles won that match.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
The thing that with Bound for Glory 2009, you have to remember it was put up as the final curtain for Sting.
Right.
It was like, is this last match? And it was like storyline going into the Bound for Glory 2009 was like yeah.
Yeah. And then he would continue to wrestle for another 5-6 years. So, you know.
Yeah. TNA!
Yep, they existed. Still do somehow.
Yep.
Actually, we will have big TNA news to talk about a little bit later on, but I got to read you this, Fro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a laugh with this one because
Okay.
I am going to attempt to read some words.
I don't know.
Okay, so on WWE.com, they have a poll up, and their question is, what was the most brutal attack on SmackDown this week? Folks, this is what it says exactly on the website. Okay? And I'm going to read it the way it is. Mojo Rawley's Kauthersieger Verit on Zack Ryder. The Riot Squad's Angriff mit der Stahltreppe auf Naomi. Sami Zayn's Angriff mit einem Stuhl auf Randy Orton. Or Jinder Mahal und the Singh Brothers hinterhältige Attack auf AJ Styles.
I think it's German.
Wow. Did I do not that bad?
I'm not sure. I think it sounded.
Wow. I actually didn't do that bad. Yay. Yay me.
Hey, I know we're not supposed to do this, but I have 5 more questions for you.
Okay.
Let's play the game. Who is the Impact champions right now?
Yay!
Okay, who's the Impact Global champion?
Right now.
Right now,
the Impact Global Champion is Eli Drake.
Yes. Who's the Impact Grand Champion right now?
Ooh. Moose?
No, Matt Sydal.
Oh yeah, he did win that recently.
Who is the Impact Tag Team World Champion?
I think it's LAX.
It is LAX.
All right.
Who's the Impact X Division Champion?
X Division Champion. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Oh God, who is that? Oh, Petey Williams.
No, it's Taji
Ishimori. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm doing
And last but not least, who's the Impact Knockout Champion?
Oh, Laurel Van Ness.
Yes.
All right, so I got 3 out of 5.
Not bad. Okay.
All right, I rebounded this week, or from the last segment. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all right.
Okay.
All right.
That was fun.
That's cool. All right, let's get into some other news. This story is for all of you that live in the Chicago area. Because, well, you guys already know you guys are having Raw on Christmas night, which we both say is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But WWE is going to return to the United Center in Chicago for the first time in over a decade on Saturday, March the 3rd. Now, I don't have a reason for this, but SummerSlam 94 was the very first event ever held in the United Center.
Really?
Yeah, which I didn't know for a long time. So, I'm sure tickets will be available in the next several weeks. So we'll just have to wait and see. We want to send get well wishes to Drew McIntyre, who, obviously, we all remember he had an injury during his championship match at TakeOver. It ended up being a bicep injury, and he is out until early April. And you said...
Do you think... Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, you said last week that you thought at that time when he dropped the title, he was going to go to the main roster.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
He was going to go. So you were on the nose on that one.
I will be surprised if we see him back in NXT.
I'll have to wait and see.
I think when he gets well, it will just get on. Yeah.
We talked about Emma.
Just a random question: is he light enough to be in the cruiserweight division?
Who, McIntyre?
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
No, he's like heavy.
He's like 230, I think.
Oh, okay.
Now we talked about a story not too long ago about Emma and her booking. You know, because she's going to start working again once her 90-day compete clause ends, and the price for, you know, that she had wanted and the first class ticket and all that. Well, there are some promotions that are going to have Emma, aka Tennille Dashwood, on their shows once her 90-day compete clause ends. So someone's forking out the money.
Okay.
So I have the dates in front of me. We'll start with February 11th, 2018. What Wrestling will have Emma on their show. They'll have a meet and greet at 3:30 p.m. The bell time is at 5 p.m. You can get more information at WrestlingHasATomorrow.com.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That was a fucking stupid name.
Remix Pro will have her competing on a show on April the 21st in Marietta, Ohio at Marietta Middle School, where she will be in a non-title match against Britt Baker. She will be traveling to Germany in the month of May for WXW's Superstars of Wrestling. She will be there on May the 5th in Oberhausen, Germany.
Yeah.
She will be at AIW Wrestling on February the 23rd in Cleveland, Ohio at Our Lady of Mount Carmel. She will be competing at Standalone Wrestling on Saturday, February the 24th, as she will be taking on Brittany Blake. And this is their debut show, so that's going to be a bit of a big plug there. And finally, on Saturday, February the 3rd, Wrestle Pro will have her in the first ever female main event for that company, as she will take on Angelina Love.
Oh, Angelina Love. I missed her.
Well, actually, so those are right now the dates that you can see Tennille Dashwood, a.k.a. Emma, in action. And speaking of Angelina Love, she tweeted over the holiday weekend that she is a single mom now. She and husband, Davey Richards, apparently are separated, got a divorce, and are no longer together. And
I saw this because of him.
What did he say anything?
No.
No?
Not that I know.
Okay. Yeah, like she tweeted that she's a single mom and all that. I mean, it sucks, you know, when you're in that kind of a situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, oh well. Okay, now we have to get into Easily one of our favorite topics from last week's episode. And that was the drama between David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson.
Love this topic, yes.
For those of you who did not listen or were not aware, we talked about last week how Jennifer Hudson had put a protection order on David Otunga and wanted custody of their kid. And we later found out that she ended up cheating on him with a gospel singer. Well,
happy day, happy day.
So,
happy day.
we do have an update on this story, and it is good news for David Otunga. This was reported by TMZ this previous Tuesday, and he now has he is now the primary custodial parent of their 8-year-old son.
Good.
Sources told TMZ that Jennifer Hudson and David reached a temporary custody agreement, which gives him custody of 8-year-old David Jr. the majority of the time. Jennifer is currently in London shooting The Voice UK, and she's committed to significant travel to LA to do The Voice. As we reported, David has said he's been his son's primary caregiver since birth because of Jennifer's travel schedule. Apparently, they both now acknowledge that he will again become the primary custodial parent, at least until a formal custody agreement is worked out. We're also told Jennifer also voluntarily dropped her order of protection, which prohibited David from having contact with their son or her. As for the family home, David will not be moving back. Okay, first off, this is great news for Otunga. Because you and I, we both talked how we thought Otunga is a very nice guy. And that, we really don't know what, the hell would be going on here. This is just Jennifer Hudson's huge-ass ego getting in the way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is what happens to people in the entertainment business who, they start out, small town or wherever, or they're poor, and then they make it, and then all of a sudden they just have this humongous ego. And that's what happened here. Jennifer Hudson has this huge ego about her. And, I think it happened after she had won the Academy Award, which
definitely
has been almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
The fact that they were engaged for 10 years tells you something. Because I'm not going to say I had sources, but I have read that Otunga was the one who wanted to get married, not Hudson. Like, he wanted to get married now. Hudson was like, no, let's wait. And I understand, the schedule that she has. She's going to be a big name for a while.
Yeah.
But this kind of stuff should be career-damaging stuff. But yet it's not.
No, it's not.
And I don't know...
Because...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, she's so known that it's not damaging for her at all.
But here's the thing, and I don't want to make this political or, but I do want to bring this up. We've had for the last 2 or 3 months people getting, either accused or admitting of sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
And their careers are gone. Like Matt Lauer, yesterday, Matt Lauer from the Today Show, gone. Today, Russell Simmons, who was the creator and owner of Def Jam Records, he's gone. career's probably over now. Here, she cheated on her fiance of 10 years with another man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could not give a person who cheats on their spouse or significant other or whatever, I could not give them another chance. I could not.
No. Cheating is a big no-no.
And the only reason that she's going to stay on TV and she's going to stay in the limelight and she's going to be at all these award shows and all that shit is because of who she is. She's Jennifer Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
But if people looked real hard at this situation, this should be a career ender for her. I'm not wishing that upon her. Believe me, I'm not. But if these people today are, either losing their jobs or resigning because of sexual misconduct, which they should, then Jennifer Hudson should just be gone because of this shit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one other thing. Because in the teacher's lounge in my work, sometimes there will be magazines left on the table.
Right.
There was an issue of Cosmopolitan magazine, and she was on the cover of it. And I just kept thinking to myself, you bitch. You bitch. So I'm happy for David. I hope it continues to go his way. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. So, but yay. Okay, now like I said, there was some big Impact Wrestling news that I wanted to bring up because we had talked Impact earlier. And this is big news. This is from Mike Johnson of PW Insider. He reported this last night. And this is very big news, especially for a certain brother tag team from North Carolina. After digging in their heels on the ownership of the Hardys' Broken Universe for last year, Impact Wrestling, under Anthem Media, has made a complete about-face on their position when it comes to ownership of characters.
Yeah.
PW Insider has been told by several sources that going forward, all contracted Impact Wrestling talents will be given and retain complete ownership of their intellectual property.
And we need to talk 2 sentences of what happened.
Yes.
On Monday, then.
Right.
Monday?
Yeah.
Monday, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
So, Matt Hardy had a match, lost. After the match, he was sitting in the corner and he started doing the delete motion and he yelled it. And all the fans are getting into it.
Yep.
I will be honest, my initial thought was, oh, he's just doing that to piss them off because they're in Tennessee. But
nope.
Now that we have this, basically, the Hardys have gotten back the biggest gimmick of their career.
Yeah. And they are doing it.
Yep.
And it's a perfect timing to do it because Jeff is out.
Yes. If they let Matt Hardy be Broken Matt Hardy, I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to have a big match at WrestleMania next year. If they let him go that way.
No. They are going to build it up.
They have to.
I promise you. It's going to be one of the biggest shitstorms on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere if they fuck this up.
Because all I'm going to say is, I know this isn't going to happen, but I'm going to say it anyway. The only way this will work in WWE is if they let Matt Hardy have complete creative control over this.
But I think they gave it to him. I actually think they trust him so much that they give him this, and I'm so excited to see what will go on now. Now he did that in the ring.
My only concern with this, like you said, is WWE's going to mess this up, which they very well could.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But at the same time, there are those WWE fans who had never watched Impact Wrestling, who never watched Matt Hardy be Broken Matt Hardy. They never went on YouTube, never looked him up. And the first time they're going to see him, I have this bad feeling they're going to be like, what the hell is he doing? That's my big concern.
I don't mind that. I don't mind them asking themselves what is going on.
I don't mind either, but I would I would like to think that they will give him a chance.
We will see.
Yeah,
we will see.
We'll see. We will definitely see. All right. Actually, let's stay with Impact real quick because we're going to talk about their Global Wrestling Network real quick. Because, we talked about what they're going to be having. They have 2 new promotions that are joining their Global Wrestling Network.
Yeah.
The first one is Future Stars of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They will provide thousands of hours from its extensive library. A bunch of talents, a bunch of names on there. They have a YouTube page, youtube.com/Future Stars of Wrestling, or Future Stars Wrestling, if you want to check that out. The other one is in Washington, the state, and it is Defy Wrestling. They too will be a part of the Global Wrestling Network.
Okay.
So, and they're going to have a match that's going to air on Impact this week from their latest show featuring Sami Callihan. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm looking at this. I'm not going to play the videos, but if you want to look it up, Christy Hemme, that's a name you guys probably have not heard in a long time. Well, she is pregnant with quadruplets.
Ooh! Really?
Yep. And she recently posted on her YouTube channel that she has gone into early labor with her quadruplets.
Good for her.
So, I just want to say to Christy and her family, I hope everything goes all right. I hope all 4 of those kids make it all right. So,
we both do.
Yeah. And, I mean, I thought she was always cute and hot at the same time. You can be cute and hot.
Yeah.
But, so, let's hope for the best out of that one. Another story that should be brought up, and this is very, very interesting, is with Flow Slam. Because there was that whole debacle with them and WWN Live. And they had recently filed a lawsuit, or Flow Sports had, on WWN Live.
Okay.
Well, as of last night, Flow Slam is no more.
Really?
Flow Sports made the decision today, being November 29th,
Oh,
to
and closed down.
shutter their Flow Slam streaming service, laying off their staff
Oh,
and closing the door on its attempt to become a destination for professional wrestling fans.
that was fast.
Officially launched in October 2016
Ah,
and based out of Austin, Texas, FlowSlam had been designed to become a major streaming subscription content hub with the idea of signing deals with a number of top independent professional wrestling companies and placing them under one umbrella. Okay, I'm going to tell you where the problem went. And I thought this was the problem from the very beginning. When you put out a subscription feed or, payment,
yeah.
where if you don't do the yearly thing, you have to pay $20 a month. Month!
That's a little too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you could pay $150 a year. $150 a year. Like, okay.
That's a lot of difference in money.
It is. WWE Network, if you pay them every month for 12 months, you save $30.
Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, same thing.
Yeah.
I knew the minute that they put those prices out, that was bad. That was just dumb. Why would you charge fans that much?
No, it's atrociously stupid.
It was. But, well, they're gone. They're dead. Flow Slam is no more. So we're not giving them a moment of silence.
Aww.
Well, Fro, if you have to pay $20 a month.
No, I totally agree with you.
That would be like if we charged our listeners $30 a month just to listen to our show.
Mm-hmm.
Or $200 a year. That's ridiculous. It is.
It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But sticking with streaming service news, and this is some very good news. Powerbomb.tv. I've mentioned them a lot in the past. They just got a huge distribution deal with one of the top independent promotions in the U.S. Because Beyond Wrestling has signed a multi-year distribution deal with Powerbomb TV.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll read a little bit of the press release. It's not much, but I'll read it. The writing's been on the wall for weeks, ever since word came down that Beyond Wrestling's paid VOD channel on YouTube would end up defunct as a result of YouTube ending paid channels. Polls were posted on social media, hints were dropped, and the announcement finally came down. This was today, this news. Powerbomb.tv has signed a multi-year distribution deal with the New England indie juggernaut. It's a logical enough decision that puts all of Beyond's shows in one convenient streaming location. Or at least it does in theory, but we'll come back to that. Given their already established relationship to stream the last Sunday of the month Beyond shows from Electric Haze in Worcester, Massachusetts live, so let's go ahead and run down the particulars. Just as they did on Beyond Demand, shows will go up within 72 hours as raw footage. And then fully produced versions with commentary will go up 3 to 4 weeks later. The entire Beyond Video On Demand archive will be going up starting with their biggest show of the year, American Rana, next week, and proceeding at about 20 to 25 events a month until everything is available.
And what is the price for it?
A yearly subscription is worth only $100.
No, that's not bad.
I don't remember what their monthly is. I'm trying. Let me go to their website real quick. I'll let you know.
Okay. But it seems like there is a lot of streaming out there or streaming services for people that loves wrestling lately. Like especially, we can talk a lot of shit about TNA,
Right.
but the streaming service they are doing now is really it's a good thing.
It is.
It's absolutely a good thing, and I do appreciate what they are doing, trying to do here.
You can do a free trial, and then if you like it, if you want to do their monthly subscription, it's only $10 a month. Or you could do their annual subscription where you only just pay once a year. That's only $100. And you save $20 on that. And
that's normal.
It is.
$20.
$20. And they have promotions from not only the US, but from England and Mexico as well. So, well, I get paid tomorrow, so guess who's going to be signing up to Powerbomb.tv this weekend? This guy right here.
You can give us a little feedback on
I will. Actually, what's cool, because remember I had said for a long time, I'm going to wait till they're on Roku. They're on Roku. Well, they have a beta channel right now. So I got that up. So that's where I'm probably going to do most of my watching there. So, also, other quick notes on this deal. This will include their sister promotion, Women's Wrestling Revolution. And Smart Mark Video will remain the official MP4 DVD distributor of Beyond Wrestling. So, that's very cool news. That is very cool news. I am all for this. So, guess who will be signing up this weekend? All right. So, Fro, would you like to play a game or go into a discussion?
Let's play a game.
All right, we're going to play a game. And this game is called Does Fro Know Anybody on the PWI Female 50? So this is the...
I'm going to guess.
Yes.
Before we go into it. It's 50 wrestlers.
It is 50, 50 female wrestlers.
I think I know 10.
I have not seen this list, to be fair with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna know at least half.
Okay. So you think 25?
I say 25. So
I say 10.
Earlier this week, I got the brand new edition of Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. I was going to show you guys, but this is a podcast, so you can't really see. So that would be really dumb of me. On the cover, Braun Strowman. And they did a 60-minute interview with him in the magazine. So,
cool.
Maybe I'll read it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? So, okay. Hold on. Let me check some real. Okay. So, I'm going to read off the names. And, Fro, you're going to tell me if you happen to know any of these women.
I will.
And because it is 50, we're going to do all 50 today.
Yes.
So, all right, let's start with number 50, Zoe Sky.
Zoe Sky?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. She's 5 feet tall, 99 pounds.
Okay.
So she's sort of like the Kristen Chenoweth of the wrestling world. All right.
That was a bad joke.
Number 49, Marty Bell.
Yes.
All right. See, I knew at least one. You get one. 48, Jazzy Gabbert.
No.
Really? I thought you would have remembered her. All right. 47, Veda Scott.
Yes. I I'm a big fan of hers.
Yeah. She's cute in a nerdy kind of way.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
She's really good. Yeah, she's really good.
46. Shotzi Blackheart.
That's a good name. Shotzi Blackheart?
Yes, Shotzi Blackheart.
Never ever heard about them.
Well, it's a her. Yeah, it's a her. All right. Number 45. Lady Lori.
Lady Lori.
Lady
Okay.
Lori.
Never ever heard about them. Her. Jesus, I need to stop saying him.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's from Germany, and she has competed in France, Belgium, Italy, and the UK.
Okay.
Among many places. Number 44. Ariza Nakajima.
No.
All right, that's fair. 40.
Are you keeping?
I've got 2. You said
okay,
2.
Yeah.
Number 43. Tessa Blanchard.
Yes.
All right. She's pretty good.
Yeah, she's really good.
How she still is not signed to WWE after that match she had at the Mae Young Classic, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's really weird.
Number 42, Santana Garrett.
Yes.
All right, so we're up to 4 on that one. That's another good wrestler there.
Yeah, really good wrestler. 5.
Number 41, Vanessa Craven.
No.
She's been around a while. I've seen her in the past. She's been around a while.
She hasn't been at the WWE.
No.
Yes.
No, she hasn't. Number 40, Nikki Cross.
Yes, of course.
All right, so we're up to 4 now? Yeah, 4.
5.
5. 1. Oh, yeah, it is 5. You're right. 39, Ruby Riott.
Yes.
All right, so we're at 6. 38, Carmella.
I wish I could say no. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, once she cashes in that contract, next year she'll probably be big.
Yep.
Number 37, Piper Niven.
Yes.
Hey. One of the breakout stars from that tournament as well.
Mm-hmm.
Number 36, Riza Sarah.
No.
All right.
Good name, though.
It is. 35, Abby Lath.
Abby?
Lath.
No.
All right. 34, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes. I love Diana Purrazzo.
She's got to be in WWE soon. Oh my gosh, at this point.
Yeah. Please.
Number 33, Alex Windsor.
Alex?
Windsor.
No.
That's another good name.
Yeah, Alex Windsor.
We got some good names on here.
Yeah.
All right, I have you at 9 right now. 32, Nicole Matthews.
No.
All right. 31, Dakota Kai.
Yes.
Ah, there we go. So you reached 10. So you're at 10.
I reached 10, yeah.
All right. 30, Mickey James.
Yes.
All right. 29, Kaylee Ray.
Yes.
All right. 20.
Wow, she's low. I thought she was going to be higher.
Well, she was number 8 last year.
Yeah, she has gotten a good push in the WWE system, I think.
28, Shazza McKenzie.
Shazza McKenzie?
Shazza.
That's a good name. No, never heard of
Alright.
her.
Number 27, Soraya Knight.
Yes.
And I'm glad you do know that because that's Paige's mommy.
Yes, it is.
26, this is a little complicated. I'm going to read the name that is on the list, but what you know her as. So 26, they have Chelsea Green, who is better known as Laurel Van Ness.
Ah, yes.
All right, there we go.
I know who the TNA champion is.
Yeah. Number 25, Hiroyo Matsumoto.
Haruto Matsumoto. No.
All right. 24, Tony Storm.
Yes, Storm, I know.
Yes. Another breakout star from that tournament.
Yep. There's a lot of tournament people there.
Yeah.
I recognize the name of.
23, Candice LeRae.
Candice
LeRae.
LeRae. No.
All right. 22, Nia Jax.
Yes.
All right.
I know who Nia Jax is.
I would hope. 21, Nicole Savoy.
Nicole
Savoy.
Savoy?
Mm-hmm.
No, never heard of her.
All right. 20, Madison Eagles.
Madison Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like someone that collects birds. Never ever heard that name.
She's a pretty good wrestler. I've seen her live. She is pretty good. Number 19, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, yes.
All right. Yeah. I figured you'd know her. 18, Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
Yes.
All right.
I do watch NXT.
Number 17, Allie.
Allie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that her only name?
Well, she also goes by Cherry Bomb.
Oh, Cherry Bomb. Yeah, I know Cherry Bomb.
All right. Number 16, Mia Yim.
Mia?
Yim.
No.
All right. Number 15, Mayu Iwatani.
No, never heard of her.
All right. Number 14, Lufisto.
No.
I'm surprised about that one. 13, Rosemary.
Yes.
All right. Number 12. Number 12, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler?
Baszler.
No.
All right. Number 11, Mercedes Martinez.
Yes.
All right. Number 10, Kairi Sane.
Yes.
Number 9, you sounded disappointed in that one.
No. I love her.
Right.
She's amazing.
Number 9, Naomi.
Yes.
All right.
Naomi, that's extremely high. I'm a little surprised.
Number 9, yeah. Number 8, Sienna.
Yes.
All right. Number 7, Crazy Cat Lady.
Yeah.
Natalia, for those who don't know.
I understood who you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6. I know I'm going to butcher this name. Io Shirai.
No.
All right. Number 5, Bailey.
Yes, I know who Bailey is.
I'm surprised she's up this high.
Yeah, 5. That's really high.
Number 4, Sasha Banks.
Yes.
All right. Number 3, Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
Number 2, Charlotte.
Yes.
And their number 1 female wrestler in this year's PWI Female 50, Asuka.
Yes. Asuka, what a surprise.
Great
Not
choice
at
for
all.
number 1. Great choice for
Of
number one.
course, Asta is number one.
All right, so I counted in.
But you know what the correct answer is, right?
Ooh,
The number one female wrestler of the year is my girlfriend, of course. No, I'm just kidding.
nice save. You ended up knowing 30 out of 50.
Oh, 30
So,
out of 50. Yeah.
so I was a little bit low, and you, for some reason, doubted yourself. I don't know why, but
I know women more than I know myself that I know women.
right.
Wrestlers, I mean.
So that is the PWI Female 50 list for this year. No complaints from me. Asuka number one. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Asuka deserves being number one.
Yes. All right. So, now we're going to get into a big discussion. This is to me a big discussion. Yesterday, the Wrestling Observer newsletter released digitally their newest issue, and they announced their class for the 2017 Wrestling Observer newsletter Hall of Fame.
Okay, now I'm a little excited.
If you had been on our Facebook group, I had said that we were going to talk about this week. And Dave Meltzer himself mentioned that 5 acts got in this year.
Oh.
So real quick, to get in, you must be voted on at least 60% of the voters' ballot from whatever region you are represented in.
Oh.
So, and
it's quite hard to get in.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this year, a little surprising, Meltzer did not pick someone from like the very old days to be put in for historical reasons. So,
okay.
So I have the percentages. I have the whole list here in front of me. You're gonna know at least one name, Fro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So we're gonna start with the top vote getter for this year. Last year, this gentleman had 34% of his votes.
Okay.
This year, he had 70%.
Can I guess? Is it The Undertaker?
No. He's actually already in this Hall of Fame, The Undertaker.
Oh, he's already in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The person is Mark Lewin.
Who?
Some of you might know him from when he was in the Florida territory. He wrestled
Lewin.
all over the world. Mark Lewin.
Never heard of him.
All right. Our second person was not on the ballot at all last year.
Okay.
And he got 63% to get in.
Okay.
It is AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Wasn't even on the ballot last year.
Wow. I love AJ Styles.
Well, I'll say this. I was going to save it for later, but I'll say this. I think the last 3 to 4 years are the reason why he got in. I mean, he has a very good body of work, but I think the last 3 years have been his best years by far.
Mm-hmm.
We have one tag team going in this year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year they got 50%. This year they got 63%. And they are Mike and Ben Sharp.
Never heard of them.
They are, well, I'll give you a quick history lesson. They were like the first world tag team champions. And they were huge in Japan. They were like one of the first set of foreign wrestlers in Japan. And they were very, very huge there.
Have you ever thought of where that expression comes from? Big in Japan?
No, not really.
I'm just thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Our fourth person last year got 37%. This year had 62% and got in. It is Minoru Suzuki from New Japan, the leader of Suzuki-gun.
Mm-hmm.
He is in the Hall of the Observer Hall of Fame. And finally, this individual had 54%. This year, he just got in with 61%. Just barely got in. And it is Pedro Morales.
Pedro Morales?
Yes.
Wow. I love him.
And that is the Observer Hall of Fame class of 2017.
Okay.
There are some notes that should be mentioned. The group that got close. I'll read them off and what their percentages were.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Okay. There's a trios in Mexico. I had never heard of them, called Los Misioneros de la Muerte. They had that group. They had 57% votes. So
so close to come in.
They were close.
Yeah.
Gary Hart, who was a manager, mostly in Texas and Florida, and he was in WCW for a little bit. He had 55%.
Okay.
So he was close. Jimmy Hart and Howard Finkel, 54%.
Oh, they deserve both to be on.
Bill Apter, the world famous Bill Apter from the magazines, 52%.
Oh.
So he's getting there. And this last group, I'm going to combine them because they had the same score.
Okay.
Yuji Nagata, Ultimo Guerrero.
Oh, Ultimo Guerrero deserves it. Yeah.
Viano 3. Johnny Saint. Jim Crockett Sr. Don Owen and Jerry Jarrett had 50%.
Oh, 50.
So, people who were not on the ballot last year but were on this year, I want to mention those real quick. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, the tag team, 45%.
Yeah. They deserve to be in.
Sputnik Monroe, 41%. Dominic DeNucci, 33%.
Okay.
Bill Goldberg, 30%.
Goldberg.
George the Animal Steel, 20%. Mario Milano, 20%. Wild Bull Curry, 18%.
Curry. Okay, yes.
Tetsuya Naito, 16%. Ruben Juarez, 15%. Trish Stratus, 13%. Kota Ibushi, 13%. And Chavo Guerrero Sr., 12%. Okay, now, this next part I'm going to mention is interesting, and depending on how you feel, a little bit controversial. These people are going to be dropped from the ballot next year because they got less than 10% of the votes from their region.
Okay.
Pepper Gomez, Dick Hutton, Sangre Chicana, and China. Those 4 are off the ballot next year. Also off the ballot because they have a very interesting rule where these people have been on the ballot for at least 15 years, have not been voted in, and the only way they can stay on the ballot is if they get at least 50% voting. So 2 are coming off because they did not get 50%. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, and Mr. Wrestling Tim Woods. For those who are curious, Mr. Wrestling got 31%, and Kurt Hennig had 39%. 2 wrestlers are going to be added to the ballot next year, Rick Martel and Kenny Omega, so it's going to be interesting to see how Omega does. And the following wrestlers will be dropped next year if they are not inducted or get 50%. Kiyoshi Tamura, Blue Panther, Red Bastien, Jerry Jarrett, Ju Nakayama, Mr. Wrestling 2, Johnny Walker, John Tolos, and Cien Carras. So, not a lot of people getting dropped this year, which I find a bit interesting. But a very good group. I think this is a very good class for 2017. AJ Styles is easily the most recognized name of the 5. A lot of historic wrestlers got in. Mike and Ben Sharp, like I mentioned, the first World Tag Team Champions are recognized. And then very popular in Japan. Pedro Morales, the 3rd ever WWE champion. Or no, the 4th, pardon me. The 4th ever. And he was the first Triple Crown champion that WWE ever had. Was Pedro Morales. Minoru Suzuki still going at it. And Mark Lewin, like I mentioned, was very popular all over the world and was in that stable with Kevin Sullivan in the Florida territory.
Right.
So, do you want to know real quick, because they had 4 different groups here, how the 4 groups voted their top 10?
No, not really.
Okay, that's cool. No big deal. I'm not going to complain about it. So, but that is the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame class of 2017. I like I said, I like this class. I think it's a very,
definitely,
very good class.
Good group of people, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So, and one more thing I want to say before we start wrapping it up. Something that I noticed with this group, and it's also been going on for the last several years, we're starting to see some New Japan wrestlers or people who had competed in New Japan be voted into the Hall of Fame, like the Observer Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I think that's an improvement.
Yeah, it is.
Honest with you.
Like, okay, I'll give you some examples. 2015, Shinsuke Nakamura got voted in. 2013, Kensuke Sasaki and Hiroshi Tanahashi got voted in. And now we're in the 2017, and AJ Styles, who had competed in Japan, and Minoru Suzuki got voted in. So,
but don't you think AJ Styles also was nominated because of his WWE run?
Well, it's tricky, Fro, because for Meltzer's Hall of Fame, to be eligible, you either must have 15 years as a pro or be at least 35 years old. But I agree. I think some of his work in WWE might have propelled him to get in this year. I would say, like I said, I think the last 3 years with WWE, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. That's what got him in. He's got a very good work, body of work with TNA. But I think the last 3 years have been his best years.
Definitely.
So, congratulations to all of those who got voted in this year into the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame.
Congratulations and celebrations.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, why don't we start wrapping it up for this week, and we'll talk about what we got in store next week, and remind everyone what's coming up towards the end. Follow the show on Twitter. We're at Wrestling Show 11. Join our Facebook group. Type in That Wrestling Show. You are right there. And if for some reason you can't find us, click on the link below in the description box, and you are right there. Check out the website.
Do it.
Yes, do it. Check out our website, thatwrestlingshow.com. You can check out my Patreon page. Please do. Patreon.com/Bill's World of Podcasts. Your donations will help not only this show, but the other podcasts that I do as well. And some that Fro is on as well, like Shark's Pond, a South Park podcast.
Nothing. Do it.
Yeah. So what do you have in store this week on Another Digital Citizen?
I don't know. On Another Digital Citizen, we talk about Cryon. And if you don't know what Cryon is, check it out.
All right. So next week I will do a review. So don't feel like I'm gonna shortchange you guys. I do want to say two things that is gonna happen this weekend. One is on our Facebook group, and the other is going to be on the YouTube channel. December 1st, which is tomorrow, or today, depending on when you listen, is when you all can start putting in your nominees for the 3rd annual That Wrestling Award Show. And I'm not going to do like all the categories, in one day. I'll probably spread them out by a couple days here and there. But, and I will explain real quick, for anybody to get officially nominated, they must be nominated by at least 2 people. That's my rule. That's the rule.
Oh.
And I do want to mention, and I was going to keep it a surprise, but I can't keep it a surprise. We have a new category this year for our award show. Because WWE Network is not doing new shows right now. They didn't put out a lot of new shows this year. The category of Best New Program on WWE Network is being retired. And taking its place will be the Hell Freezes Over Award.
Okay.
And that is for the most shocking wrestling moment of the year. And
that's a good category.
It is. I think there's going to be at least 3. And folks, to show you that there's no favoritism, I'm going to be putting in my votes too for nominees in all of these categories. So
do it.
I will. So that's that. And I want you guys to check out our YouTube page this weekend, because I'm going to be making a huge announcement. I had been thinking about this. I'm going to do it in 2018. I am going to do a special project on YouTube. And Fro, I'll tell you what it is when we're off air. Because it's something I've been thinking about for a while. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. And I am now committed to doing this for 2018. So you guys are going to find out on YouTube what that project is. So on that note, everybody have a good, safe rest of the week. Have fun doing whatever it is you do. And when you're done, come right back here next week for another episode of that wrestling show. And as always,
Wrestle on!
wrestle on!